start using another one.
Alright, social media done. Guys, you know, 170 of you guys, no problem, out here to support all your favorite Dominion players, the Dominion mode, the FeedSki, the Dominate Dominion community. So that means go grab a friend, double the numbers, no problem. We'll have a kick-ass finals, point defense, and blind pick bandits. It's going to be a good night. It is a best of one finals, I do believe.
Yeah, everything is a best of one.
Types a whole bunch, but yeah.
FeedSki's like raging at me.
Tisk,
and
tisk.
And a bunch of stuff.
Random shouting in the background.
Yeah, no, people just like are like, hey, can I I broadcast?
I'm busy. Go away, Mom. Meatloaf.
Okay. He's he wasn't raging, and then he wasn't raging. Here we go. That's what happened.
Good to know.
Cover the picks bands while I yell at feeds.
Alright, no problem. First up, Lulu. We don't want to give the mic Lulu. He is a kick-ass Lulu player. That's not happening. Cassidy, no problem. He went 21-8 in one of our games, which is ridiculous. Like, that's almost a kill a minute, because the game was 24 minutes. So, yeah, we're not dealing with him. Wukong, a great bruiser, especially paired up with, like, Poppy, Jax, Pantheon. But Poppy's the ban, Wukong's the ban. Warwick, Urgot, two great bottom laners. You do not want to mess with them. And the first pick, because we have finally not banned out Rammus. First pick up Rammus, not a problem. Yeah, we can't ban Sauron, guys, no, but we can ban his heroes. So, you know, this is actually very exciting because here in our finals we have two targeted bans, you know, Lulu. Well, maybe only one targeted ban, but at the same time, Yorick makes his first appearance as well as Rammus. The first time Rammus is not banned all night, he makes an appearance. And Yorick has been a very popular ban as well, so we have, you know, a really good backcapper situation, or, you know, we could have Sauron running that Rammus into more of a tank. Get in there, taunt, powerball, do your thing, little turtle. So I'm very excited to see what kind of situation we're going to be running for him. I do know that there's a famous backcapper, Pooters, out there, likes to run that Zillion. Zillion with fast forward, rewind, boots and mobility, and a Quicksilver sash. Guys, it works wonders. Don't try it with Warwick, or don't try it with Rammus though, because you just end up being really frail and you can't really get away after you powerball win. So yeah, I've had some good experiences and bad experiences with that, but c'est la vie. Talith PA is going to be picking up Jax, very strong pick, scales very nicely into mid, then into the late game. He does the deeps. Do not know what's going on with FeedSki, but he's blank beeping me, so it's okay, Feeds, we're in the finals. And you just finished your finals. It's like a great culmination of everything. I hate
Oh god, a Rammus. What? I was like not paying attention for a minute, and all of a sudden everything's going weird. And a Yorick. What the hell?
Yep. I just went over all of that.
Okay.
No
Well,
problem.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Talon again. We saw this used very effectively bottom lane before. Talon with a lot of armor penetration to get into those bottom lanes, do the things that assassins do. I'm very curious to see how well it'll go up against a Yorick, because Yorick, if he just starts off with like a Prospector's Blade, the lifesteal plus the extra health, it really adds up. It's really hard to get him out of that lane.
Okay. Cool. I'm caught up with reality now.
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
Really want to see if a Parkhurst is going to do his Mal's thing or not this game. We haven't seen an 80 Mal's bot. We saw an AP Mal's bot, ended strangely. Both teams running a little AD heavy right now, actually. I'm kind of curious to see how well point defense can employ Rammus, because he's not a champ that is able to be used too often. However, you'll play Rammus so that way if he's unbanned, you will know how to employ him. And you'll pick him if you get the chance, because you don't want the other team to be able to get him either. And looks like Tempest, or not Tempest, I'm sorry, I'm used to Tempest EP's Cassiopeia, because it's so good.
You see Cassiopeia,
Parker's playing as Cassiopeia. Yeah, I have a problem. I have a thing with that. Um,
So we're gonna see. This is something that we've seen a lot with at least blind pick bandits. Is that AP Janna, or that fight Janna, and you know a Hextech sweeper is really, really good on her. I've lost Gandair. That's cool. But yeah, if you guys, you were talking a little bit about supports earlier. What kind of supports we're rocking here? We just saw Leona. We unfortunately saw Sona lose, but the build was correct. I mean, tanky, cooldown, reduction stuff. Get yourself a Sheen. You're going to be doing gold. I can't even. Eulalia.
Eulalia.
Yeah. She's
Eulalia.
with that Janna, global movement speed buff, a lot of CC, a nice fight reset with her ultimate, as well as build up that AP, build up those cooldowns, get that Hextech sweeper, very invaluable.
Cool. All right, now someone was just asking me to talk about the match that's after the finals, and like talk about it. I'm like, I've been talking about it all the time. All right, and the last one looks like it's gonna be Malphite. Let's put in that last spot. This Master Yi, I'm pretty sure is gonna be
AP.
AP.
Yeah. Has ridiculous sustain, but then after the party trick, you're like, run away.
No. See, this is the way it works. It works like Katarina, only it's a little bit worse. You Alpha Strike in, and then someone's got to get you kills or assists, so you can just do it again and again and again and again. Got to be able to machine gun that out, and then he'll clean up real fast. But yeah, right after this, the guy who's coordinating it told me that we're gonna have the Noxus Demacia themed Dominion match right after the finals. It will be the bonus game. Bring that to you. What? Like right now? What?
What? You can reset Alpha Strike after you kill something?
Oh yeah, dude, that's what Highlander does. It's crazy.
Right,
if
but
you're
you
gonna
said
kill,
Alpha
it resets
Strike.
it.
You didn't say Highlander.
No, okay.
I get what you were going at, though.
Yeah.
I get what you were going at.
Just keep hitting Highlander and Alpha Strike. It's like
I've never
kill someone,
played.
just press all your buttons again. Oh my god, dude, Master Yi is so fun. He's allergic to CC though, and kiting.
Like I know that Highlander resets after you kill something. I didn't know it reset everything. But
yeah, if you get a kill, it resets everything. If you get an assist, it resets everything by half.
You learn something new every day. There you go. So APE, yeah, it seems like a very kill-focused build then.
Yeah, he turns into like the assassin from hell. It's like Katarina. It's like you get a kill, you just keep killing.
All right, bam. We are now locked in. Everything's ready to go. Away goes the Jester icons. My Kage Bunshin no Jitsu has now been dispelled. And yeah, a lot of revives. Not really that unexpected. Talith PA running that cleanse on Jax. That's something he likes to do. And, Garrisons, revives, exhausts. Nothing out of the ordinary, really.
Yeah, the only thing that looks a little, the only thing that raises an eyebrow is, what's the Ignite for? And I think that's probably for Master Yi, because you don't see very many ADEs. So I'm guessing that it's probably to balance out for his Meditate. That's the only thing I can think of for that. Otherwise, just for the extra damage. Or, maybe to mitigate some lifesteal. Talons will get lifesteal. But everything else looks pretty standard. A lot of exhaust, a lot of garrison. You got the cleanse on Jax.
Mm-hmm.
It all seems pretty standard. I'm just really excited to see Rammus and Yi.
So it was Jaja that introduced me to the whole Udyr bottom thing with those Doran shields into lifesteal, but Jaja going Malphite. Do you think there's a chance that he's still going bottom, or do you think it's definitely a cemented Yorick?
It's either going to be Eulalia or a Parkhurst. Probably Eulalia, because Yorick's really good at it. But I have an announcement that I have been instructed to announce.
Okay.
That's what I was typing about in the background. This week's show match is a Noxus Demacia themed game of Dominion. However, next week our show match is going to happen before the tourney.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to be a Riot versus Dominion players show match. It's going to be a best of three.
Best of three?
It's going to be a best of three.
Impressive.
Where guys from Riot that play Dominion are going to play against our people that play Dominion. And it should be highly entertaining because there's some there's some Rioters that are definitely in the know. That they know about Dominion. You know, once in a while they'll pop up in the Dominion channel and play a couple games. So
Riot,
it's not going to be total. Oh yeah, Rival and Bahamut. And there's like a couple other ones too. But they're gonna be there with some other Rioters and gonna play against some of our guys. I don't know who's on the team or if there's a set team or what. But Riot versus our competitive Dominion players next week. Best of 3.
Yeah, exciting times, man. Another step towards getting that global recognition that Dominion does deserve. Glad that it's, you know, Dominate Dominion up on the front lines.
I'm sad that Total Biscuit stopped doing Dominion videos.
He has other priorities.
Numbers, yo.
He has priorities. All right, we're going to be loading in the finals, guys. Best of 1, Dominate Dominion Tournament number 4. FourCourtJester here with the Gandair. We've been here all night. Covered a lot of things tonight, dude.
Oh yeah, first game, like first set was good. Like to see, you know, the games today were pretty good. You know, minus you know a couple snafus here or there. Ooh, Headhunter Master Yi, that's pretty good. Up here on the top of the map, on the top end we've got Sauron playing. We got Point Defense. Sauron playing as Pantheon, Magimelkor playing as Talon, F. Drew playing as Rammus, Toodles playing as Rise, and Necrogen playing as Master Yi. I'm Gandair. Casting with me is
FourCourtJester for the last game of the night. It does look like the blind pick Bandits on our purple team. Zemike, Janna, excellent choice. Jaximus, Janna and Jaximus. Talith PA, he's a really awesome Jax player. I've seen a lot in the various queues. Yorick going to be heading down bottom. Elalia. Cassiopeia, a Parkhurst. Not too sure about that Ignite, but as we did say, you know, APU could be a little bit of a terror. And that's going to leave us with, who? Jaja on a Malphite. Not an Udyr, a Malphite.
looks like a rockier version of Udyr.
A harder version.
Minus everything else. Yeah.
Literally.
Udyr with no bear sword.
Hard.
Oh, that was so bad. We need to have a bad plan on where every time we make a bad plan, it donates $25, or not $25, 25 cents to the prize pool. Be awesome.
25 cents of
Be like
riot
chipping
points.
with it.
I wonder how many riot points that would be. Either way, yeah, last game of the night, so, you know, these teams both, I believe all the two teams are undefeated in this tournament, 3-0 each. Is that right?
Yeah, because it's a single win, so... Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, both of them gone 3-0. One of them will go 4-0, the other one will not.
It will not. The other will go 3-1, yeah.
Yeah, I was like trying to like find something to make a joke out of, and I'm like, I got nothing. Crap.
Before we start this, I think I want to restart the Skype call, just very quickly.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. A lot of damage, but they're doing a lot of interrupting. They're keeping them away from being able to make any progress on actually being able to capture this tower or not. We got the a little bit of damage going on the F. Drew there. We got a Rune Prison going down on Jaja. Jaja taking a lot of damage. You got counterattack stun follows up right behind it, able to pick off Talon now. Sauron getting moved around there, and he's going to get picked off. F. Drew's going to try and recall, and it looks like he's going to barely be successful in doing so. We got Rise getting taken out, and the Windmill is going to get captured by Blind Pick now. We got the first set of revives coming out on the point defense side of the map here. Talon immediately going for a Parkhurst, trying to get out of the way of Talith before that stun goes off. We got stun going off from Pantheon there, able to get some damage on, but he's going to get pushed away from them there. Grouping up in the middle of the map now by the Speed Shrine. Magimelkor stepping into the bushes, finding out why he shouldn't stick his head into there, and Jan is going to get killed, followed up by Jax, and then Cassiopeia is going to get killed too. Magimelkor being chased by Jaja now. Efru's Rammus comes up with a Powerball, saving Magimelkor at the last second. Jaja now in a bad spot, not going to be able to escape, or is he? His team's coming down there to bail him out, and they are successful. They're getting Sauron as an exchange, and Efru's going to get pushed back up to the top. Toodles, however, stayed behind to capture and is able to get the neutral off just barely there. Talith PA almost stopping that from happening. He's in a Rune Prison to Parkhurst, and he's going to start running away from that as quickly as he can, retreating to get a little bit of distance before trying to re-engage. Parkhurst now getting chased up to... was going to get chased up at the top, but instead Rammus decided to go up there. He's going to go ahead and grab that health relic before moving on down. Magimilker coming to the top now is going to ultimate goes off for him. We got an airborne on Rammus. Rammus is going to get killed. Cassiopea's going to follow him right now. Magimilker low on health, trying to escape from the top, and is just maybe barely, yep, going to do so. Pantheon ultimate coming down. He drops into the top as well. Immediately jumps over, stuns Talith PA. Talith with the counterattack stun of his own. There we go. Overlord taking him down by Rise. And now they are in a position, point defense in a good spot. They're going to be able to pick up this turret here as Blind Pick now being routed and pushed away from where they are.
I'm just looking
at the bottom end.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Zemike. He threw off his ultimate just to stun, basically, Rammus. He didn't use it for healing. He just out and away, off went Rammus, and then he was able to go on his merry way. So, you know, don't confuse that Janna ultimate for like a misclick or anything. He only really wanted that just pushback. That's all he needed to use it for.
All right, cool. And you got a
stream's back, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hello, stream.
I don't like XSplit right now.
It came out of beta and got worse. What? I don't understand.
That's my opinion, but whatever.
And up at the top here, we have Blind Pick going for a move on the windmill after getting caught in between the majority of the enemy team as point defense catches up.
And we had a Garrison up top that's going to keep the point in Blue's favor. And APE is doing some work in that bottom. That's the second time I've actually seen Yorick head on back to that aggression from APE. But he is level 8 as well, and Necrogen is definitely not strange to that bottom lane. This top, however, just so much damage. Sauron going to come in here trying to take out the Snake Lady, but it's not going to work. Enough burst is able to drop him as Rise able to pick up the counter. Can Talon pick it up? Yes, he can. He can get Zemike, put him down. And good exhaust coming down onto Talith PA, so that Leap Strike not really doing that much. And hey, looks like a successful point defense at this point. And Necrogen is just doing work on this bottom lane. I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah, that's definitely been going pretty good. APE has a lot of harass and is able to employ that from a fair distance because of the way the Alpha Strike works, and he can just meditate his way back up. It's managing mana that is the only real problem for him. And wow, there you go. Yeah, just trading those blows, getting them. Looks like he's hit the Highlander and he's going for it now. He's going to. There we go.
I was gonna say.
Nice job, but he has to back on right out of there because with that ultimate up, he would have been able to interrupt him from capturing it. However, Sauron's going to scissor down to that point there. He's going to try and get a neutral off on it, but the entire enemy team of Blind Pick Bandits is closing in around him. I don't know if he's going to be able to escape from that.
Wow, he preemptively broke it off, which is exactly what he needed to do. So Mike not even giving a care to Necrogen right now. They want blood on this Spartan. There's that ultimate again. Z-Mike actually going to be doing the heal this round, and he will be getting a good assist on top of that Spartan. So yeah, Necrogen, he's trying his best, but he will drop. But we do not have anyone really to come contest this bottom because the other two teammates are up top, and it looks like big aggression at the drill.
Yeah, there's Garrison going down trying to save that, but it didn't do much more than delay the inevitable as it does get neutralized with all the creeps and 3 champions there. Janna trying to stop that from happening, but she was not able to do so. Jaja and Zemike now hanging out up there, probably just waiting for one of their teammates to come back before they really try and engage. You can see a Parkhurst and Talith PA heading up to the top. Those are big damage dealers for Blind Pick Bandits, and now that they are there, they're going to go ahead and they're going to dive onto that. You see Talith grabbing the tower, F Drew taunting a Parkhurst there to try and get Parkhurst down, and wow, Talon getting absolutely blown up right there. Rammus going to follow up. Parkhurst going to be able to make it out of there safely.
Yeah, excellent ultimate from a Parkhurst. That was really what they needed to land that double. But what happened bottom? Yorick getting pushed around by APE, man. I have to go try this build out because it is ridiculous. They're able to get that point back, and now that is going to be putting them in the lead with the 3-2 situation. And Pantheon going for the mid. Sauron does not get it. Jaja just in the nick of time, but a Parkhurst is going to come bully him a little bit as well. The exhaust comes out with the spear. I don't think it's going to be enough to save his life, and he does a drop as... Are we going to get the neutral? Oh my goodness, Necrogen so close to this bottom turret.
Yeah, missing it by just an inch there. Now on the run from Eulalia there is going to pick up that health relic and continue to fight with her. In the middle of the map, we have F Drew getting caught by Jaja, Parkhurst, and Zemike. And Talon throwing out some nice damage with that rake there. I'm going to break that up for just a moment. We got Nope, nope. Almost an exchange going on up at the windmill there, but they decided waiting instead for that creep wave to come up. We got a Garrison going down on the turret right now, defensive Garrison, and Jaja is going to get taken down. F-Drew's going to have to duck out of there. He's got an Ignite on him, and he's going to get out of there safely. Cassiopea's going to go down next, and Sauron and Toodles now forcing Talith P away from there.
Oh man, Rise with the triple. Good stuff to see. Toodles playing that Rise to perfection, going for that Catalyst into the Tear of the Goddess, and it has that Chain Vest to boot. So you know where this is going. It's going to be a Frozen Heart. It's going to be probably that Odin's. I'd say it's probably that Odin's, yeah.
Yeah, you see a DFG on Master Yi. DFG Ionian Boots wants to be able to use that Alpha Strike as much as he physically can, stacking up a lot of that CDR. DFG gives a nice damage boost too with its on-use effect. And got Necrogen coming down to the bottom, taking out Yorick, and the entire rest of Blind Pit Bandits up at the top. I think they're going to be able to neutral this before, yep, definitely be able to neutral, maybe be able to get a cap before anyone's able to do anything about it.
That's a really big Rammus. He has the Storm buff, and he is ridiculous. Yeah, it's neutral, that's all it is. But yeah, Necrogen and Magi, they have to kind of run the other way, but Talith is going to take out a little bit of vengeance. So 4-cap situation, Blind Pig Bandits not doing so hot this game, but never say never. And
yeah, we got the Powerball Rammus now making a move for a Parkhurst. We're going to have Sauron grab that tower to stop him from shooting while his teammates engage. Garrison goes down on that turret there. A lot of damage being split up amongst multiple targets. Rise's ultimate goes off, but not going to be terribly effective. He's going to go down, and Sauron having to be forced away from that turret.
A nice block. Oh, Sauron's going to take the opportunity to jump onto Zemike. Definitely the more squishy of the two champions between him and Jaja, but I'm not too sure it's going to be enough. It's really hard to take out a kiting Janna. It is ridiculously hard.
Yeah, if anything, Pantheon does have kind of the kit to do it with the stun and with the jump, but if she doesn't want to get caught, you know, she can hang out just outside that range with the tornadoes. But if you're able to close, you might be able to do something about it. And now Talon left alone up the top here to try and defend this point on his own, going to chain those things right through the enemy team with his ultimate. But it's not going to last for very long as the minion wave gets up there and they are able to neutral that tower. However, they're making a big push bottom.
Yeah, Necrogen's down here as well as Toodles. I noticed that they've left Palith down here now as well instead of Yorick. So it is going to be a little bit of a switch up into Jax, but Jax gets taunted as Necrogen with the sustain. That meditate, man, brings him right back to a full with the save from Rammus. So excellent plays. Here goes the Garrison from Eulalia. And, yeah, she's going to be able to defend this at least for now, but Toodles just launching those nukes from afar. Really starting to chunk her down with the help of Yi and Rammus. And well, it does look like that Rise will be paying for it, but Eulalia with the ultimate, it's not going to be enough to keep this point.
Nope. And Rise, once he comes back to life, he's going to have to immediately go over here and defend this point. He's working against a Parkhurst and Jaja and chase them away just fine. We got a Pantheon ultimate. No, not quite. Thought about it, but then decided against it. As he's heading up there to help them assist with that. We got Talith PA down at the bottom trying to make something happen. He's going to get chased away. He's going to engage on Rammus. Not sure about doing a Jax on Rammus thing. That usually seems like a bad idea. And Rammus taking the worst end of that, though.
Yeah, the nature of it. But we don't really have that much armor yet on Rammus. Like, he doesn't have a Thorn Mail. He doesn't have that Frozen Heart. It does only have the Aegis for armor. That's it. Like, that's the only thing contributing to his armor at this point. But, you know, Heart of Gold. It's getting him that extra gold for 10. Looking top, Toodles nearly nuking down. Oh, we get the Jaja ultimate off just before he drops. But it's going to be enough to take down Rise, but it's a 2-for-1 exchange. Eulalia now coming up top, and Pantheon really won't be able to compete against that, as she is now getting really, really big. Look at that, Manimune, Spirit Visage, Frozen Heart. It's going to be extremely hard for Sauron to make anything work there.
Yep, we got the exhaust going down on her, followed by a second exhaust. That's two back-to-back exhausts in order to take out Eulalia. And Eulalia now, from the Great Beyond, still able to defend that turret against two people after two exhausts.
Yep. She's, yeah, that Yorick is really starting to get really, really big. Zemike with the ultimate, just throwing Necrogen away from him like a used tissue, as Talith is going to be dropping, unfortunately. Now, it is going to be a little bit of a battle in this bottom lane, but it is an uncontested top for Talon, as he's able to secure that third point. Jaja, unfortunately, is running away from his team, so he's just kind of peeling at this point. He's a very hopeless case in that fight. 3-on-1.
Yep, Jaja advancing in the opposite direction there from that fight. TwitchTV recently popped that revive to come down and chase Yi away from the tower, and now both teams kind of looking for a position where they can make their next move.
But it's still looking pretty heavily in point defense favor. 359 to 157. It's an advantage, and I'm going to call it exactly that. It's an advantage.
Rammus going down here, looking to get the Storm Shield. He's going to get interrupted by Zmite. Rammus with the Storm Shield, a scary thing. Most champs with the Storm Shield, very scary thing. And looking here in the bushes, we see Magimelkor waiting. Cassiopeia wisely throws that damage down in there to see if she can spook anyone out, and she's able to. Fidru comes in and pulls people out in division where they can get caught, and we got the Talon ultimate going down here. A lot of damage going on as a Mike. They really want to get Janna down. Eulalia now in the mix with Exhaust going off on her. We got the Rise ultimate as well. Overlapping health bars, I can't see anything!
So many health bars in one condensed region. Does look like that Blind Pig Bandits is going to be taking the top of that fight. Triple kill coming out for Yorick, and that's going to put her up now. God, oh my God, I always got to remember that kill death thing. She's up 9-6 now. So nice triple, puts her in the lead. 9-6. We're going to be able to chase off Rammus. And how much extra armor does Rammus have? Nothing at this point. It does look like Talith was able to win the duel bottom, although he's going to pay for it.
Yep. Oh, we got Pantheon coming down to pick off Jax there at the bottom. Talith getting killed by Sauron.
Yeah.
And Parker's now trying to get this tower up top.
He's trying, but it's really hard with that Talon right there. There's the ultimate, comes out. One more auto attack. Nope, it's going to be that thrashing. I don't remember what it's called. Rake. There you go. That rake, man. So good. And
Tools OP.
Yeah, check out this Toodles at the bottom.
Yeah, we're going for the windmill. Looks like he's... Oh, no! Garrison saves at the last second by Jaja. Now Jaja in trouble. We got the Rune Prison on him. Sauron with the stun. TwitchTV coming there to back up his teammate. Sauron taking a lot of damage there. But that splash from Rise was outrageous just now. Though him himself taking a lot of damage in return for their jumps on the leap strike. Paper thin!
Beautiful.
Wow, Jackson the double kill there. Very, very narrowly, though.
I'm watching Necrogen out-heal the damage coming in, but unfortunately, by the time he's done meditating, he is now dead on the ground, and this is looking like a big comeback situation yet again. Blind Pig Bandits are in a possible 4-cap situation. The only person alive was Rammus. Now we do have 3 more, and the big shots of the point defense now coming to defend this bottom lane. But if we can keep Rammus off this point, we are gonna, that means we are still, ticking down the enemy points.
Yeah, right now Blind Pick is making, putting the damage on point defense's Nexus. We got Necrogen coming over here with that Alpha Strike defend this tower, and taking a lot of damage. Then we get the Pantheon ultimate actually going to come down from now. There's that Zanya's for Necrogen buying him some time, quite literally there. As Pantheon comes in the fight, but Eulalia's over here, and Eulalia is destroying people. Look at that damage there.
With the sword between his legs. Oh my God.
Wow. And F-Drew coming in here now. We got Magimelkor now trying to put Eulalia back in the grave that she seems so intent on getting out of. Exhaust on Zmite, oddly, as the battle continues to unfold. Now, Yorick sustained, finally going down here. Jaja coming back into the fight. Necrogen chasing Zmite away, and F-Drew getting chased back to that point, and I think he's going to reclaim it. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and work on that.
Yeah, you need to do something. When your hit points aren't that big, you shouldn't be chasing. But here comes the Malphite. He's going to be able to stop it. Sauron now in tow. We do got the turtle's shell for Rammus. Is it going to be enough? He's going to be kiting pretty decently. Sauron was able to get a lot of that point back, but F-Drew really trying to get that point. Does look like Yorick is still continuing his reign of terror over top of Yi, and finally the turtle does go down. Here comes Magimelkor with the ultimate. It's not going to be enough to kill anything, though.
Nope, damage minimalized significantly there. I mean, Jaja's skipping with a little bit of hit points. Zmite with low HP, but you see supports get low on hit points very, very often. And TwitchTV down here being a real hassle at the bottom end of the map.
Yeah, I guess they just had to trade out Eulalia for it. I mean, APE was not working whatsoever. APE was dominating, and Yorick was not working whatsoever in this bottom lane. But Jax seems to have it on pretty good lockdown.
Yeah, Jax with the with the stun with the counterattack puts off some damage with that empower. His burst is a lot higher, I would say, than Yorick's is. Oh no!
Pantheon ultimate.
Pantheon getting petrified,
Yeah.
too, right after he gets down there.
Bam. Drops.
Not going to get a kill out of it, unfortunately.
You know, they've been doing this. I've noticed. Every time there's a Pantheon and he ultimates, they get in position so they can minimize what he can do when he drops. So, like, Talon will get up his dodge as he just goes clutch for the double kill bottom. And, you know, now we have the Petrify. It's just like, it's genius. They minimize a lot of damage.
Ooh, Magic Melkor's Hextringer giving him an extra second to live to get an AA off on Zemike. Not really quite enough to do anything of consequence, but he tried his best to defend that point now, and it's going to get captured. Talus PA maybe going to get this neutral. No, against Master Yi, not with the Alpha Strike. Be able to come in and clean that up. Whoa, maybe! Oh, crap! Minions are OP! Got that tower.
There were 2 catapults in there, buddy.
And now a little bit of a back and forth exchange, a little bit of a standoff over at the refinery here. Blind Pick Bandits in a very good position against point defense.
Said never say never, and that's not a Justin Bieber reference. It's just literally don't count yourself out of anything. Blind Pick Bandits.
No. And now they're looking to make a move on the bottom. Talos PA might not be aware of what's about to happen, but it's really bad. Going to go for that counterattack right away. Doesn't really do anything at all. And a Randuin's goes off right at the end of that fight there.
Yeah, yes,
I think it was a Randuin's. No, it was an Odin's. And Lalia now coming down. And we got the... Whoa! God damn! Rise!
Oh my goodness. I just saw hit points just disintegrate in the wake of that. But triple kill? No, double kill coming out for the Pantheon. Finally able to get shut down by Alelia, but at the same time, we don't have a point to our name, which is funny because their name is Point Defense. Blue team getting really schooled here.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, Rise really being able to turn around that was going on down there. Necrogen's Mike exchanging blows over here. Talith PA's and come down and chase Toodles away from that point. After trying to get this top point secured here, but Jaja's going to go ahead and pop up there with the slow. Don't know if he's going to continue to try and keep this neutral or not, and it looks like he is. I don't know where to go with the camera anymore.
Just randomly click in random spots. There's something that is going to be happening. A Parker's down here. Toodles, can he get off his cue? No, it's going to be Talith PA turning it back on top of Necrogen and chunking him for a huge degree of damage. But all they have to do is just contain them at this point. Unfortunately, top lane, F-Drew still being a boss with that Rammus. He's been able to neutralize it, so, you know, the points are not ticking as of yet. Sauron with the ultimate, landing on top of Talith. Talith with the cleanse at the last moment, but it's not going to matter, and this could be a nice turnaround in this bottom lane. There's no one down here to help out a Parker's, and he will be dropping Necrogen running in front of him for the buff.
Yep. Oh, missed with the Cassiopeia ult just a little bit there. Toodles and Magimelkor are going to put a lot of damage on Zemike there, but Zemike really diving hard to try and keep this from happening. He's got the Janna ult there, disrupting things for a moment. Sauron getting blown up there, and Alalia doing everything that she can to be able to keep people off of this, and the neutral is going to go down. Necrogen being able to cap for quite a long time there. Yorick finally going to get put down. Talith PA and a Parkhurst now coming up. And going to try and put some... There we go. Get the Petrify. Doesn't quite land. No! Magimelkor goes down anyway. And Toodle's now duking out with a Parkhurst. Tons of damage on a Parkhurst there. Just needs one good overload on Talith PA to put him down. And, whoa! Damn! Oh, geez. 1 for 1. Eye for an eye right there at the bottom lanes. Mike's going to be able to start capping that and maybe bring it back.
God, the League of Legends music is so good right now for this. But Jaja going up top. He gets that point. He will die defending it, however. F-Drew and Necrogen are up here. But here comes Elalia, who's running 19, 9, and 5 in terms of kill death assists. And she is a beast. Going to be doing some major work up there. Parkers does drop to Toodles because him and Talus will be able to pick up that revenge kill. But here we go. Sauron and Necrogen, 3 on 2, and just things are melting. Elalia does not want to go down. She eventually does get laid to rest, and we have not taken a single blue at this point. We jump onto Zemike. There we go, the ultimate, but Zonia's from Necrogen negated all of it. Sauron's able to pick up the revenge kill, and that's an ace. We have 3 points for the red, and they're going to take this 100-0.
Blind Pick Bandits winning against Point Defense. Excellent, excellent game. And they are going to be your champions for this Dominate Dominion tournament number 4.
I
do not want to be on the receiving end of Rise. Holy crap.
Rise has a tendency of just insta-giving people by the late game. I mean, the only reason Cassiopeia was able to go toe-to-toe is because of that passive poison damage that comes out.
And that was absolutely outrageous. Now, we have one more game. We have a bonus game to bring to you guys. Don't leave quite yet here, because we have a Noxus versus Demacia themed show match between some Dominion players that we're going to throw down for you real quick here.
It's like, you know, you're watching a top 5 bonus pick. Here we go. Bonus match. Noxus versus...
Right.
Noxus versus who? Ionia show match. Yeah, but guys, once again, big congratulations to Blind Pig Bandits. They take home the championship, the bundle, and some RP, and of course the bragging rights. Hint, hint. Those are what everyone's after.
I don't know if you saw, but Janna had like 26 assists or something. Like at the end of that.
3-8-25. Yep. Hextech Switcher
25.
NP.
Okay.
And
we should be getting our game invite in just a moment.